Okay, this is one of those videos I did not anticipate having to make, but here we are. Let's go back to 2021. I was participating in the Rag Company Grand Ambassador Program, their take on a sponsorship held on Instagram. Met some fantastic people, networked with amazing brands, and was able to try out all these new products from the Rag Company that I hadn't had the opportunity to try out before. I was able to promote the brand on Instagram throughout this challenge, but really it was more of a friendship challenge than anything. Fortunate enough, I was able to win the competition, and the grand prize was a trip to TRCMA, the Rag Company Media Access Show in 2022. First week of April 2022 was the duration of this show. I was able to go down there, and prior to this, one of the great Grand Ambassador participants in 2019, Jamie the Cleaner, was wanting to do a pre and post show situation. We decided to go on live on Instagram while I was there because I was the boots on the ground, giving you the up close and personal interviews with the Rag Company staff, the brands that were there, and all the amazing people behind them. I participated in that, and the Rag Company and all the vendors absolutely loved it. Afterwards, Jamie decided to start a podcast on his Instagram channel, and the first guest was Invisible Glass Mecha Builder Stoner Car Care. Amazing people over there, and they've been extremely supportive to the Cleaner Cast. With that, Jamie decided that he needed a little bit of help because he couldn't manage the comments and everything on his own, and I was happy to step in when he asked me. We took the podcast to his YouTube channel, and a couple years later, it's one of the funnest adventures I've ever gone on. We moved forward to 2023, and the Rag Company decided that they wanted Jamie there with me. So we decided to do a kind of a mid-show, post-show, pre-show situation again, but both of us were live in person. We had great sponsor brands there to assist us in facilitating all the coverage we could give. Became a really cool thing. I really, really enjoyed it. Jamie and I continued the podcast, and then in 2024, we were able to go again and have the mid-show. We were fortunate enough to have kind of a centerfold on all their advertising, which is amazing. And we got to meet some great people, and we even got to interview Adam Patali. How many people can say they can do that or have done that? So after that, Jamie and I were talking, and he said that he was starting a new job. He said it was starting soon, couldn't really elaborate as to when, it was just coming soon. There were also NDAs that were signed, and he couldn't really talk about it, and I respected that. That's fine. I want you to succeed, obviously, okay? Doing a detailing business at home, being very influential online, both Instagram and YouTube, the sky's the limit. So then we roll into June 2024, and we meet Joey and Eddie on the Keep It Real podcast that we've kind of been intertwining our shows. Joey would pop onto ours, Eddie would pop onto ours, and vice versa. Whenever we need to step in, we kind of became a big group of friends. We'd have a lot of similar guests. And although they tend to do a little bit more on the giveaway side, because let's be honest, Eddie loved giving back, nothing wrong with that. We just kind of decided that, we need to figure something out, okay? So we had kind of toyed with the idea of combining the shows. And then late September 2024, Jamie and Eddie said that we needed to have a bit of a conversation kind of about the future of the show. Then when we FaceTimed them, we discovered backgrounds look a little similar. And then Joey and I realized that they were together. Then everything kind of pieced in. They advised us that they were starting their own distribution center and their own brand. Obviously, it's difficult not to be happy for your friends, but then we got a little bit more information. Now, to preface everything, Joey and I are in no way affiliated with their new business venture or their brand. I do wish them success, and I hope it all goes well. The term NDA is not one to be taken lightly. When you're under an NDA, there are certain things that you can say. I've been under NDAs in my professional life myself, as has Joey. And I know the excitement is present when you're under an NDA to want to be able to hide things, but there are times where it becomes difficult to really deal with it when it's being said over and over and over again. So the new brand started. Obviously, they have their own chemists doing it, and there's been a lot of speculation, and they brought on Pan, and it's super cool. But again, I'm not affiliated with it, and the brands that they did bring on are amazing brands. But unfortunately, there were some brands that the relationships from an outsider looking in, I think were affected. And those relationships are also very close to me with those specific brands, and it's really hard to let those go, especially when I've been treated so well. So the future of the podcast is probably null and void unless something magical happens, because they, Jamie and Eddie, do need to focus on their business, and I want their business to succeed. And really, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm holding them back. And speaking on behalf of Joey, I think he believes the same. So I thought we'd give a little bit of a PSA on what's been going on, and apologies if we've been quiet. And again, I wish nothing but the best for my friends, Jamie and Eddie. So take care.